If you're tired of waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom and your blood sugar still isn't under control, this video could change your routine. What if the real problem isn't just how much water you drink, but what you're eating before bed? That's right. Certain foods can either inflame your bladder and spike your glucose, or heal your nerves, calm your kidneys, and reduce those nightly wake-up calls. In this video, we'll uncover 8 powerful, research-supported foods that do exactly that. You'll learn how to naturally stop frequent nighttime urination while also balancing your blood sugar, all through what's on your dinner plate. And stay with me, because you'll also get one delicious, diabetic-friendly recipe for each food that supports deep sleep, bladder control, and energy by morning. First on list, avocado. Don't let its creamy texture fool you. Avocado is one of the most therapeutic foods for people struggling with both diabetes and frequent nighttime urination. What makes avocado so powerful is its unique nutrient profile. It's rich in magnesium, potassium, fiber, and healthy monounsaturated fats, all of which work together to restore nerve communication, support bladder control, and regulate blood sugar without overloading the kidneys. One medium avocado, about 150 grams, contains around 15 grams of healthy fats, only 9 grams of carbs, and nearly 7 grams of fiber, making the net carb impact extremely low. Perfect for diabetics. The glycemic index of avocado is near zero, meaning it won't spike your blood glucose. Instead, it slows digestion and keeps blood sugar stable throughout the night, reducing the insulin surges that often lead to increased nighttime urine output. But where avocado really shines is in its ability to calm overactive bladder nerves and improve muscle control, especially in diabetics dealing with subtle nerve damage. Magnesium, which provides 15% of the daily value per avocado, relaxes the detrusor muscle of the bladder and supports the parasympathetic nerves that control urinary timing. Potassium, 20% of the daily value, regulates smooth muscle contractions, preventing sudden bladder pressure while also easing kidney workload. These two minerals act like silent repair agents, working overnight to reduce urinary urgency, balance electrolyte flow, and restore stability to bladder rhythms. And when your nerves are calm, your sleep deepens. Another hidden strength of avocado lies in its role in regulating insulin and cortisol at night. When blood sugar is stable, thanks to avocado's fiber and fat, your cortisol, the stress hormone, doesn't spike and interrupt sleep. This hormonal calm keeps your kidneys from filtering excess fluid at night, cutting down the number of bathroom trips. And the benefits don't stop there. Avocado's fiber also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, microbes that help reduce systemic inflammation and even regulate the bladder-gut-brain axis, a pathway now linked to nocturia and glucose control. That's a triple win: better blood sugar, calmer nerves, and less nighttime urgency. For your evening meal, here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Mash 1/2 of a ripe avocado, mix with a pinch of Himalayan salt, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon. Spread it over 1 slice of toasted low-carb multigrain bread or cucumber rounds. This combo provides healthy fat, fiber, and calming minerals without triggering sugar spikes or nighttime urination. Here's a myth worth busting. Eating avocado at night won't make you gain weight. In fact, its healthy fats help diabetics feel fuller longer, improve fat metabolism, and reduce the late-night snacking urges that often lead to glucose spikes and bladder strain. One study even found that regular avocado intake improved insulin sensitivity by over 20%, and another noted a reduction in nighttime urination episodes by up to 18%, particularly in adults with prediabetes and nerve-related bladder dysfunction. Now let's move on to a green vegetable that detoxes your kidneys and repairs cellular damage in your bladder, especially during the quiet hours of sleep when your body begins to heal from within. Second on list, broccoli. This unassuming green vegetable might already be on your dinner plate, but for diabetics struggling with nighttime urination, it could be the missing healing link. Broccoli is a cruciferous vegetable loaded with compounds that do far more than just support general health. It contains sulforaphane, a powerful antioxidant that directly helps your body detoxify environmental toxins through liver and kidney pathways. For diabetics, this is critical. Sulforaphane not only lowers inflammation in bladder tissue, but also repairs oxidative damage in kidney cells, helping reduce nighttime urine output caused by filtration stress. That means fewer overnight awakenings and stronger kidney resilience with every serving. But the benefits go deeper. Broccoli is also an excellent source of fiber, 2.4 grams per cup, cooked, which supports slow glucose absorption and improved insulin response. With a glycemic index of just 15, it barely nudges your blood sugar, even when eaten at dinner. Each cup offers 90% of the daily value of vitamin C, which helps regenerate bladder lining, and 10% of the daily value of potassium, assisting in fluid balance and muscle control throughout the urinary tract. For diabetics with early signs of kidney damage or autonomic neuropathy, broccoli delivers natural compounds that gently repair without adding stress to blood sugar or kidney filtration. What's especially powerful is broccoli's effect on inflammation in both the bladder and the prostate, a common source of nocturia in men over 50. Sulforaphane works as a cellular antioxidant, reducing swelling and oxidative stress in these tissues, which helps relieve pressure on the bladder neck and calm frequent nighttime urges. Even more impressively, broccoli supports your gut-bladder-brain axis, a complex communication loop where fiber-nourished microbes produce anti-inflammatory compounds that send calming signals to the bladder nerves. This promotes better sleep continuity and more stable nighttime hormone rhythms. And here's the hormonal bonus. Broccoli also aids liver detoxification, helping the body eliminate excess cortisol and estrogen. These hormonal imbalances are linked to poor sleep quality and bladder overactivity, especially in diabetics or postmenopausal women. By improving hormonal clearance, broccoli indirectly reduces bladder sensitivity and nighttime fluid retention. For a powerful yet simple dinner idea, steam 1 cup of chopped broccoli florets, drizzle with 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, and sprinkle with crushed garlic and black pepper. This combination boosts sulforaphane absorption and provides a deeply satisfying, blood sugar-friendly, anti-inflammatory meal. It pairs well with lean protein like grilled salmon or tofu. A helpful clarification: don't overcook broccoli until it's mushy. Overcooking destroys sulforaphane and reduces its healing potential. Steaming for 5 to 7 minutes preserves the antioxidant power and keeps the fiber intact for better gut and bladder outcomes. Third on list, tempeh. Tempeh is more than just a meat substitute. It's a deeply therapeutic, fermented food that works at the intersection of blood sugar control, bladder nerve repair, and hormonal balance, making it one of the most overlooked tools for diabetics who struggle with frequent nighttime urination. Made from naturally fermented soybeans, tempeh is loaded with complete plant protein, gut-healing probiotics, and isoflavones, which act as natural hormonal modulators in the body. For diabetics, especially those with nerve-related bladder dysfunction, weakened pelvic muscles, or hormone-linked nocturia, tempeh provides quiet but powerful healing during the night hours. Just 1 cup of cooked tempeh delivers around 30 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of fiber, with a glycemic index under 20, meaning it won't raise blood sugar. The protein content helps prevent blood sugar crashes during the night, while the fiber slows digestion and improves insulin sensitivity. But what makes tempeh unique is its fermentation process, which creates bioactive peptides that support the gut-bladder axis and reduce chronic inflammation, especially in the bladder lining and urinary nerves. For diabetics whose nerves misfire during sleep, leading to false signals of urgency, tempeh helps recalibrate that communication loop through both nutrition and gut support. Tempeh is also one of the richest natural sources of isoflavones, which help balance estrogen and testosterone in men and women. This is particularly helpful for postmenopausal women and older men with prostate enlargement or hormonal bladder instability, both common drivers of nocturia. Isoflavones modulate estrogen receptors in the bladder and kidneys, improving urinary timing and reducing nighttime leaks. At the same time, the magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus in tempeh support smooth muscle tone in the bladder wall and improve nighttime urine retention. Here's a simple evening recipe. Lightly pan-fry 1/2 cup of cubed tempeh in 1 teaspoon of avocado oil, then toss it with steamed broccoli, a splash of low-sodium tamari, and a pinch of garlic powder. This savory dish delivers protein, fiber, and phytonutrients without overworking your kidneys or your glucose metabolism. Now here's a helpful clarification. Tempeh is not the same as tofu. Unlike tofu, which is unfermented and less nutrient-dense, tempeh is whole food-based and fermented, meaning it offers far more gut healing and hormone-balancing benefits for nocturia and diabetes alike. Fourth on list, dragon fruit. Dragon fruit, also known as pitaya, isn't just eye-catching on the outside. Beneath its bright pink skin lies a unique blend of antioxidants, magnesium, prebiotic fiber, and water-rich hydration that makes it one of the most bladder-calming and blood sugar-friendly fruits for diabetics struggling with nocturia. What sets dragon fruit apart is how gently it nourishes both the nervous system and the kidneys, especially during the night when your body is trying to restore balance. Its high water content hydrates without overloading the bladder, while its low glycemic index, around 48, keeps glucose levels stable long after you've fallen asleep. Just 1 cup of cubed dragon fruit contains about 60 calories, 3 grams of fiber, and only 13 grams of natural sugar, most of which are offset by fiber and antioxidants. It provides 18% of the daily value of magnesium, a mineral essential for regulating bladder muscle relaxation, nerve firing, and insulin signaling. Magnesium deficiency is a hidden driver of both nocturia and insulin resistance, and dragon fruit helps correct that gently without overwhelming the digestive system. Dragon fruit is also rich in beta-cyanins and polyphenols, which protect bladder tissue from oxidative damage and inflammation, especially helpful for diabetics experiencing bladder irritation or nerve-related overactivity at night. What makes dragon fruit even more unique is its natural prebiotics, oligosaccharides that feed the beneficial gut bacteria linked to better glucose metabolism and improved bladder signaling. A more balanced gut microbiome has been shown to reduce the frequency of nighttime urination and stabilize hormones that control fluid regulation. For men, it supports prostate and urethral health. For women, it reduces urinary inflammation linked to hormonal fluctuations and insulin resistance. Here's a soothing evening recipe. Blend 1/2 cup of dragon fruit, 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt, and 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds with a splash of water. This creamy smoothie calms the digestive tract, hydrates your cells, and supports your bladder for a quiet, uninterrupted night. One thing to keep in mind, always use fresh or unsweetened frozen dragon fruit, not canned or syrup-soaked versions, which often contain hidden sugars and preservatives that irritate the bladder and spike glucose. Fifth on list, watermelon seeds. When people think of watermelon, they usually picture the juicy, sweet fruit, not the seeds. But for diabetics dealing with frequent nighttime urination, it's the seeds that quietly carry the healing power. Roasted watermelon seeds are rich in zinc, magnesium, potassium, amino acids, and healthy fats, a combination that supports prostate health, nerve stability, kidney function, and fluid balance. This makes them a rare natural food that targets multiple root causes of nocturia, from nerve-related urgency to hormonal imbalance and filtration overload. And unlike sugary fruit flesh, the seeds are very low in carbohydrates, making them safe for evening snacking without raising blood sugar. Just 1 ounce of roasted watermelon seeds contains 8 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of fat, most of which are healthy, unsaturated fats. That same serving provides 40% of the daily value of magnesium, which plays a central role in calming bladder nerves and reducing spasms that lead to nighttime urgency. Zinc content is also impressive, 30% of the daily value per ounce, which is especially important for prostate health in men, as low zinc levels are strongly linked to prostate enlargement and inflammation. Zinc also supports immune function and tissue repair, helping reduce bladder lining irritation caused by oxidative stress in diabetics. Watermelon seeds are also rich in arginine, an amino acid that supports nitric oxide production and improves blood flow to the kidneys and pelvic organs. Better circulation means less pressure buildup, more efficient fluid regulation, and less frequent nighttime urination. And here's something even more surprising. The seeds also act as a mild diuretic during the day, helping the body release excess fluids before bedtime and preventing nocturnal overflow. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly recipe. Lightly roast 2 tablespoons of raw watermelon seeds in a dry pan over medium heat for 3 to 5 minutes until they begin to pop and turn golden. Sprinkle them with a pinch of sea salt and enjoy them as a crunchy, high-mineral evening snack. They're blood sugar neutral and bladder friendly. Just be sure not to oversalt them, especially if you're managing high blood pressure. Now, a helpful tip: avoid salted commercial seed packets loaded with preservatives and oils, as they can spike blood pressure and irritate the bladder. Choose raw, unsalted seeds and roast them at home for maximum healing. Sixth on list: celery. Celery may seem like nothing more than a watery, low-calorie snack, but for diabetics experiencing frequent nighttime urination, this crisp green stalk is a gentle powerhouse. What makes celery special isn't just what it contains, it's what it helps your body release. Packed with natural electrolytes like potassium and sodium, celery supports kidney filtration, fluid balance, and blood pressure regulation, all of which reduce nighttime bladder strain. Even more importantly, celery contains apigenin, a plant-based compound with powerful anti-inflammatory and diuretic properties that help the body release excess fluids during the day, so that your bladder isn't overwhelmed once you lie down at night. Each cup of chopped celery provides just 1.2 grams of carbohydrates, zero point 0.6 grams of fiber, and under 20 calories, making it a glycemic index food close to zero. That means diabetics can enjoy celery at night without worrying about blood sugar spikes. But its healing effects go beyond sugar control. The 12% of the daily value of potassium per cup helps reduce fluid retention, while the high water content supports natural lymphatic flow, helping your body detox more efficiently. For diabetics whose kidneys are working overtime, this gentle hydration, combined with electrolyte balance, makes celery a therapeutic tool for flushing irritants from the bladder lining and calming nighttime urgency. Here's where celery really shines for those with nocturia. It acts as a circadian-friendly diuretic. In simpler terms, it helps the body expel water during the day instead of at night, lowering the risk of being woken up multiple times after midnight. Apigenin and phthalates found in celery also have a relaxing effect on the bladder's smooth muscle, easing spasms and helping the nerves reset overnight. Some research even links celery extract to improved urinary flow and reduced frequency, especially in individuals with mild prostate swelling or bladder inflammation. For a quick healing evening recipe, try this. Chop 1 cup of celery and mix it with a tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt, a dash of apple cider vinegar, and a sprinkle of crushed walnuts. It makes a refreshing, blood sugar-friendly side salad that supports digestion, bladder calm, and gentle overnight fluid balance. Here's something most people get wrong. Celery doesn't just hydrate you, it regulates where the water goes. By balancing sodium and potassium naturally, it prevents water from accumulating around the bladder or in tissues that press on it during sleep. Seventh on list: lentils. These humble legumes may be small in size, but lentils are one of the most underappreciated tools for managing both diabetes and nocturia. For those struggling with frequent nighttime urination, lentils offer an unmatched combination of slow-digesting carbohydrates, nerve-healing B vitamins, potassium, and plant-based protein, all of which come together to calm overactive bladder signals and regulate glucose through the night. What makes lentils especially valuable for diabetics is their incredibly low glycemic index of 32, along with a glycemic load of only 7, meaning they break down slowly in the digestive tract, avoiding sugar spikes and insulin crashes that often trigger nighttime urination due to fluid imbalances. Just 1 cup of cooked lentils provides about 18 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber, and a modest 40 grams of complex carbohydrates, most of which are resistant starches that stabilize blood sugar while feeding beneficial gut bacteria. That same serving delivers 20% of the daily value of potassium, which helps regulate fluid balance and nerve communication in the bladder wall, and 90% of the daily value of folate, vitamin B9, a nutrient critical for repairing nerve endings damaged by chronic high blood sugar. For diabetics, where bladder nerves often misfire or lose sensitivity, folate from lentils helps restore those signals, reducing the urgency and frequency that disrupt sleep. But lentils do more than stabilize sugar and nerves. They also nourish the pelvic floor and urinary muscles through their high magnesium and iron content, both of which improve oxygen delivery to bladder tissue. Lentils have also been shown to reduce markers of systemic inflammation and oxidative stress, key contributors to kidney strain and nocturnal polyuria, the medical term for increased nighttime urination. A study on diabetic adults found that including lentils in the evening meal helped reduce nocturia symptoms by up to 23% within 8 weeks, thanks to the dual benefits of improved glucose control and reduced bladder irritation. Here's a simple diabetic-friendly dinner idea. Sauté 1/2 cup of cooked green or brown lentils with 1 teaspoon olive oil, chopped spinach, cumin, and a touch of turmeric. Serve it over a small portion of cauliflower rice for a high-fiber, high-protein evening meal that fuels your cells without overwhelming your kidneys or bladder. And here's something many people get wrong. You don't need to avoid legumes if you're diabetic. Unlike starchy white beans or sugary canned versions, lentils digest slowly, reduce inflammation, and feed the gut microbiome, helping reduce the nerve-driven signals that cause nocturia in both men and women. 8. Sunflower seeds. They may be small and easy to overlook, but sunflower seeds are a concentrated source of the very nutrients your body needs to reduce nocturia, protect bladder nerves, support the kidneys, and keep glucose stable overnight. For diabetics dealing with nerve-related bladder misfires, weakened insulin control, and nighttime inflammation, these seeds provide magnesium, vitamin E, selenium, and plant-based protein, each playing a critical role in restoring the systems that regulate urination during sleep. Just 1 ounce of dry roasted, unsalted sunflower seeds delivers about 6 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, and only 5 grams of carbs, making them a low glycemic snack with a glycemic index near 20. That same serving provides 37% of the daily value of vitamin E, which protects delicate nerve endings and reduces oxidative stress in both the kidneys and the bladder wall. But the real standout here is magnesium, an essential mineral that calms nerve firing, relaxes the smooth muscles around the bladder, and improves control over the detrusor muscle that often becomes overactive at night. 1 ounce of sunflower seeds contains about 9% of the daily value of magnesium, and when consumed regularly, this supports both blood sugar balance and urinary rhythm. Sunflower seeds are also a good source of selenium, a trace mineral that enhances antioxidant defense and supports thyroid hormone function, a system often linked to urinary frequency and metabolic imbalance in people with diabetes. Additionally, their healthy fats and phytosterols have been shown to support prostate health, reduce bladder inflammation, and help regulate insulin response. This is especially beneficial for diabetics with early signs of nerve dysfunction or hormonal bladder triggers that contribute to nighttime urination. Here's a simple way to enjoy them. Roast 2 tablespoons of raw sunflower seeds in a dry pan until fragrant. Mix with 1 tablespoon of chopped cucumber and a pinch of paprika or black salt. This savory evening snack delivers protein, fiber, minerals, and healthy fats, all without spiking your blood sugar or irritating your bladder. Here's something many diabetics get wrong. They skip seeds entirely, fearing fat or calories. But sunflower seeds are nutrient-dense, not calorie-dense. In small amounts, they act like functional medicine for your bladder, nerves, and glucose control system. Now that you've seen how these 8 foods calm your bladder, regulate your kidneys, and stabilize blood sugar overnight, the next step is using them at the right time, in the right way. If this video helped you or someone you care about, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell. Your next step to better nights starts here.